So no Milwaukee. So no Milwaukee. No, I'm just kidding.
Milwaukee is
I,
I think you got to be gay to use Milwaukee.
I don't have Milwaukee though. I just wanted to bring it up, but I do have DeWalt. I mean, in my perspective, it's just right price balance and quality price balance.
Quality.
Yeah. Now, what are you getting, my friend? That looks delicious. I haven't ate breakfast.
Blueberry muffin.
Oh, fantastic. I'm just watching my
Blueberry.
breakfast from here, so close and so far away at the same time. Let me show you what my beautiful wife got me.
I'm a yellow guy. I have mostly DeWalt. Mostly DeWalt. Couple of special tools.
This is it. This is what is waiting for me after the show. I need to leave. Oh man, I'm just salivating today. But I did see your entry, man. That was fantastic. You actually went like, hey guys, I'm gonna get some coffee. When we get back, we're gonna take the trade. Dude, you just sit back. Weird entry. Fantastic trade. It's like, dude, it's like you moved the market, man. That was genius. That was fantastic.
I talked to
Love it.
God. I said, "Hey God, today we're gonna come down, then we're gonna go up.
Absolutely.
Let me know when to press."
It's like,
I
oh
talked to the
God,
volume God.
God, oh, he
All
bought.
I used was volume.
bought.
That's it. To get in today is only volume on a candle. That's it.
That
You
was
don't have
it.
to be a genius.
Oh, my
You don't have
friend.
to be a genius.
Let me show you what I got on my screen right now, because today in the morning I went over like a dozen of articles. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will be able to see the tabs that I have. Yes. Look at how many tabs I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Bro,
7,
that's
8,
crazy.
9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, man, 13, 14, 15, and then the charts.
That's called over trading.
No, but that's not trading. That is actually financial news that I went over today. And then I
Holy
give,
smokes.
yeah, I mean, everything right now, it's kind of like a bubbling, especially because of Donald Trump's new upcoming meeting today in UK, right? And then the Fed being pressured by cutting down 1 full point, 99.9%. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's not a joke. Look at that. 99.9% that we're cutting or staying at the same. But staying the same is a little cheat, because look at that. It also is 225 to 25, right? So just bear that in mind. That's what everything is like.
Stop, you're frozen. All right, you're back.
Oh, I didn't
You
know I
said
was frozen.
99.9% and then you went frozen. What did you say after that?
Thank you. 99.9% that you're gonna get the booty this time. Go for it, my friend. No, just kidding. That we're gonna stay, that we're gonna cut rates or stay the same. But this is the cheat that they're doing. Look at that, the 242. Oh my God, 425, which is also repeated here, 425. So there's that shaded zone that it doesn't matter what happens, it's just the same, right? So the pressure is on staying the same. But I mean, Donald Trump is just pushing and pushing and pushing to cut the rates 1 full point. We'll see how that goes. But based on that, I believe this is the scenario where you buy the rumor and you sell the news. And I don't know if you recall, Friday class, I said, guys, steady. We're dropping down. I got hit on Bitcoin, right? It stopped me out. That is fine. And I was looking for entries on Ethereum. We know that on Litecoin wasn't. Oh man, that was a very horrible one, because it played out fantastically. But I didn't enter. I put in an intention trade, which is just a fake trade. And then I mentioned, I expect a movement. If we're gonna break through, or we're gonna be bursting through, having a movement, it's gonna happen throughout Sunday night or Monday morning, right? Where did we have the pullback? That was on the 20th Friday, where we talked about here. And then Saturday, nothing. Sunday, still nothing. And then Monday, 09, 2 a.m., boom, bursting. So man, I mean, I was so ready for that one. I did take it. It closed it right away. I'm already out. I mean, for me, this is just an itty bitty thing, tiny thing. Let me show you. We are in resistances. That's why I close it. In my next reentry is gonna let it go to see how volatility plays out, and then on the retracement, I will re-enter if we got good numbers, because we have upcoming this week. We have whole investment month over month, not really that important, but going to important stuff, that would be core inflation month over month on Wednesday the 11th. So I think that we have from here to Wednesday to pump. So that's what I'm seeing.
Oh.
But
And then
let
inflation
me-
comes out and we go zero.
exactly, we got to zero. Bitcoin is going to zero. You heard here first, folks. Bitcoin is going to zero. So, but let me
If
know.
we go to zero right now, I'm short.
You're short already? Really? I think
Yeah, double top SFP, bro. Easy
Oh.
peasy. I'm already up $50.
nice. Let's see it. Let's see it. I want
Stop
to
loss
see
to entry.
how is it playing out on your side, my friend?
Okay. Let's take a look. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look. I literally just shorted. Stop loss to entry already from here. We'll see. We'll see. TP1 $50 up already. We'll see if it wants to continue to dump. I don't know if it will. Oh, it might come back and stop me out right now. Who knows? Quick little scalp short, as you can see. Always ready. But I got in here at what did I get in? 106.813. So I missed the low. Sorry guys, I missed 835. I missed it by $14. I'm sorry guys. Next time I'll be better on the live stream. But I got in literally right here. So I got long on the live stream this morning off of volume. I also took a long in here for a break-even trade, $50 break-even trade here. Took this long all the way up to here. I closed it out right here. Take profit 1, take profit 2, and off you go. Okay, now I am short. We'll see if we can roll over. 3 drives, SFP. Break it down now, okay? That's what I was looking for. I didn't take the first one. I was eating. And then the second one, they gave me a second chance. You know, when she gives you a second chance, sometimes, you know, you gotta say, okay, baby, we'll give it a try. I know you're sorry. You shouldn't have slept with my neighbor, but you know, you're trying to go over to Vitalik Buterin, and you know, I understand. He's good looking. He's got Ethereum. So gave me a second chance, double top. Okay, I'll stop the jokes. What is interesting is we get the up only this morning. Okay, so up only, bullish. Remember we say look for this thing, guys? 1, 2. It's like spider web, right? 1, 2, 3. Right? Wait for the exhaustion. That's it. It'll tell you. You've seen your oscillator here. You wait for your exhaustion peak seeker. You press buy here. This is warning you. Warning, warning, warning. You press buy here. Either here or here. Doesn't matter which one. Pretty good entry. Okay. Stop loss below the low. Up you go. Easy money, right? Yeah. Except the problem is it's at friggin' 2 in the morning. Okay. I'm sleeping. Too busy. And then a big push up this morning. So I am short now. We'll see if we do want to come back down here. But, you know, what goes up must come down, right? Whenever you get this kind of bullish momentum here, typically you want to come back and retest before you go up. Okay? So for me, this was a clear target this morning. Just had to wait for confirmation. Now, we got our 3 drives, bearish divergence up here on our 3 minutes. So market did open right around here. my trading day started right around here. So we have our 3 drives, mitigation of the low. We did get a nice SFP this morning. So you get the sweep of the lows, reclaim. I got long, take profit, break even. Okay. However, it did put in a lower high and it rolled over. Okay. And as we're rolling over, we're interested in order block number 1, order block number 2, and VWAP, which is right here. However, with this move here, we're pretty overextended to the downside. Right? Down, 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 down. Now, what happened here that told me to take the long? Volume. Okay, I'm not a wizard. I just know that basic volume. Okay, you don't have to be. Now, I didn't see it on this chart. Okay, I saw it on price action. I saw it live when it went. Okay, it went. It made that noise too. But if you're watching this, right? I said this whole morning, we have decreasing volume, which is what? You got increasing price, decreasing volume. That is absorption, right? So you have absorption up at the highs. This area right here, this is our range golden pocket. Okay? If I zoom out, I get rid of all of my sketchy drawing. Swing high to swing low, we got golden pocket, okay? You don't have to be a brain surgeon to know we're in a retracement level, right? Okay, we got our ABC here. We got a mitigation of the high here. We'll go into that after, but we are in a rejection zone. Liquidity up at the highs in here. So order block, liquidity. This is where we were looking for shorts this morning. However, we are up only, so we don't want to fade this. We want to wait for confirmation of the downtrend. Then we want to get short. That's why I took a short just now. May get stopped out, but that's fine. We've already guaranteed us some money. Going back to volume. Okay. So rolling, rolling, rolling. What happens here? Increase in volume. See, we no longer have lower highs. We have a higher high on this one in here. Now I can see this when it happened live. I could see that this one shot above here. It went and it came back here. This is also a retest of previous highs. Okay. You got hanging man engulfing candle, so you could have bought it here. I also told my Discord you could buy it here, which is an orb open range breakout, which I've shown you guys as well. Retest continuation. One of the most bullish moves in the market is a failed orb reclaim trade. Sounds complicated. It really is not, okay? When price fails to break down after losing the orb, okay? Open range breakout. First 15-minute candle, I've shown you guys how to put it on your charts. This is your orb, the 2 blue lines, okay? When we fail to break down, right? So you're looking for a retest continuation here on orb, okay? On confirmation. If you fail it, meaning you've closed below the orb and you've reclaimed and you retest and you hold here, this is a very bullish move. And as you can see, it was a very bullish move. Okay, very, very strong trading strategy. Okay. If you fail the orb to the upside, you reclaim, you retest, and then you have a very bearish move. It works in both directions. Okay. It's failing to break down, it's reclaiming, and it's pushing out. Okay. Looks like I'm going to get stopped out here. That's okay. I'm contrarian shorting it, so we'll see if it does want to come down. We could get a continuation because we didn't sweep this high. You see this line here? 108.8. It's this high over here. Oof, got to go a long way for it. Coming into here, right? So we're down in here right now, trying to push up into this big order block in here on like an hourly. We'll see if we get there. However, I'm concerned about this, right? This is up only. This is liquidity. Do we come for it? We don't have to, but I would like to see it. That's why I'm short. But it's the volume coming in here, it snaps back up. You get long. I could see it when it dipped down, though. That's the thing, is I could see the volume, whoop, you buy it, right? Right at the tip, and we got long there. Now, you could have added or got into a trade here, stop loss below the low, target 1, target 2, Valhalla trade. Okay, you can also take a breakout retest continuation, a little bit more risky up here. For me, I'd be looking for this kind of trade into here. But overall, good trading morning. Caught the low, caught the little scalp long here. It's about protecting yourself in environments like this, right? Like we have been kind of chopping and then popping. So, be careful with trades right here. You're buying the top if you are buying, right? So patience, patience, patience. Going into more of the macro. And what I'm looking for right now is just very simple, guys. It doesn't need to be complicated. We mitigated this high this morning, okay? Very important, which is what? A break of structure, right? We all know that this is a break of structure, right? So we want to see a retest continuation trade. Now we have retested. That's kind of funny how we've retested that high. And we are continuing here. Stopped out of my trade, $50. Happy days, still win. Okay. But nonetheless, looking for this to continue, right? So now, once we have an established high, okay, we can pull from swing low to swing high and look for the retracement continuation trade. Very simple, but very effective, okay? Now, the key here is being patient. What are we right now? We are range bound. Okay, so we have some volume in here that we're interested in. We have the top of the volume channel. We also have our beautiful little order block up here. Okay, so we're tapping this order block right now. We have liquidity at the highs up here. We have our golden pocket 786 up here. Right? So this is all an area of what? Resistance, right? Resistance is here. So as we push up here, we are looking for a rejection to a higher low, and then a continuation. Why? Because we have broken structure here. Okay? That's why. Where this comes in, whether it's a retest that we just got, whether it's a support level in here, whether it's a golden pocket down in here, doesn't really matter. What matters is that structure has suggested now that we are bullish. Again, this is a downtrend. We said we couldn't be bullish until we mitigate some significant highs on a higher term time frame, meaning that we need to change structure like we just did. Right? For me, initially, I was looking for this thing to come down in here, break that high here, and then look for the retest. However, we did it overnight and we took this high. This is our significant high right here. So now, can we get to the top of the range? Retrace, maybe a retest into this volume level in here, 106.5, 106, let's call it 106,000. And then continue. We can only hope, right? We can only hope for all of our altcoins and all that stuff. But OC was bearish here. He was right for half a day. He was right. Then we popped, man. We popped.
We popped.
And now
Yes.
We are looking strong yet again. So for me, now I will simply draw this trend line here. I will wait for this to be broken, right? I will take shorts, stop loss to entry really quickly. Like I'm a scalper, right? So I'm pretty quick in and out. I'm up $400 today, you know, but it's just like an easy trades, right? Easy trades, easy risk management, stop loss to entry, right? But for now, we wait. Now with this, if we're treating this as range bound, for me, I think the 1 hour looked the best. We want this to kind of be our premium section up in here. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. So we're starting to get overextended, right? Our gray zone, our purple zone, our premium section. So any sort of retest, you can see the break of structure in here, right, guys, that I just pointed out to you guys, right? So we flip bullishly here, changed character here, right? So you're looking for a retest continuation trades. Well, if we're going to retest and continue, we're going to typically look to go back to where the most volume, the most trades are being taken, where the most people are interested in price action, which is here, right? So that would be a retest of 106. If we do take off, there's not a boat ton. You can see there's not a boat ton holding us back, right? We got to get above this area here, this little blip in the, I mean, it's not a lot of volume, trust me. And then we're at all-time highs. So a nice push this morning. One thing I will remind you, Monday is called False Move Monday for a reason. Okay? There's a reason why they say that, because they will give you all the hopium on Monday, and then they will absolutely destroy you for the rest of the week. Okay? So don't be a victim of that. Set the trades, take high probability trade setups, practice good risk management, like we teach you here, right? And stay close. Stay close. I think for now it's just a matter of it this, then that, right? With the trades, I would try to express caution here, where we're really trying to take trades, but not, you know, it's choppy, right? You're not getting, this was a big move. You're not really getting that. You're getting this chop. You're getting this chop, right? So prepare for that. Take the little breadcrumbs, okay? Little breadcrumbs every single day, little trades, right? Like, I mean, I had a $4,800 week last week. I had like $300, $300, minus $400, $3,000 on one day, right? Okay, I had one really good day last week. I caught this thing like 3 times. But small wins, small losses, right? All the way throughout the week. And then every now and then you get, you know, I missed this one and this one, right? But I did catch a really nice setup in here. There was 3 trades for me on that day. That was a stupid day, but that's it, right? Can't be too aggressive here, and the FOMO is something you have to manage, right? So here are my key levels. I'll share that with you guys in the chat. I put the raise on here so that you guys have the numbers on the right side of the screen, so you guys know what I'm looking at, so it's easier for you guys to mark them out on your charts, okay? And I'll share that with you guys over here. And that's what I'm looking at. For now, looking for a higher low continuation trade, looking for a rejection at 109 SFP, or a break of that trend line here and coming back down. We'll see what we get today, but it's been a pretty good day so far.
Absolutely. I also see here Dagat saying, if China and US solve the tariff, it would not fade out. Absolutely. I mean, I think that is going to be the bullish way out of this. Not only that, I think that if we see that, there's going to be so much more pressure to cut down the rates, and that is because of the empowerment that Donald Trump might have, right? So hopefully they do. Hopefully this is bullish. But I think how you resolved that, Alex, that was genius. In fact, I think I'm going to be considering doing the exact same thing, which is just placing a trend line, right? I mean, what is better than a trend line? I think hardly, not many things out there are better than a trend line. So let me go over Bitcoin once again, really quickly. To take a look at the daily, because I think daily is looking interesting. So let's get it first in here. Just remember, I'm expecting maybe a further continuation upwards in here, maybe push through. I do see a maybe very choppy, very not good inverse head and shoulders, maybe trying to push up, sweep of the lows. But I mean, we're getting close to the rejection zone in the 4 hour. Let's go to a daily here and go for a little bit of a ride. Let me change first to a much more decent zone. Remember that we've been keeping track of this, right? What was this? It was a head and shoulders. Remember that? Shoulder, head, possible shoulder in here with a cricket. Oh my God, sorry about that. So with a cricket or misaligned creakiness. Basically, if we wanted this to break to the downside or of higher possibilities to break to the downside, we were expecting. Oh, I cannot. We were expecting a head and shoulders cricket to the downside, right? So when we break with strength to then some support zones. What happens when we don't have that, when we cricket the other way around? Usually, we're gonna have either a fake out, all right, or we're gonna be having a very slow, weak movement to the downside, kind of like ranging downwards, and then finding some support and pushing it forward to the upside. What do we have in here? A fake out. What is our next potential target? And remember, we've been talking about this for a long time, and this is what I believe that we're going to be going a little bit higher at this point. When we have a range, and for what it's worth, any kind of pattern, even a triangle, head and shoulders, or whatever. In this case, we're going to be analyzing this sideways trend. So it works the same. All right, let's try to imitate this movement in here. Right, let me copy it, and there it is. So when we break below this one, and then when we break back above the range, most likely we're gonna hit the very next or the top of the range, right? Or the very next opposite resistance. In this case, we are thinking that we have a head and shoulders triangular pattern within a range. Why? Because that's what a head and shoulders is at, right? It is a triangular pattern, right? That can be defined within a range based on the two shoulders. All right. So, following the same theory, we broke below, we recuperate immediately, and then my next area of target, it is either 109 that we looked at before or 110. Everything that we've seen on the news, it is a mixed up, right? The overview of everything in the market, which is what I mentioned, the Piper Academy, go watch the very end of it. I think that's where you will have all the concentrate. It is Bitcoin or crypto is neutral and bullish. So it's neutrally bullish, if that makes sense. So overall it's neutral, but slightly bullish, right? At the limit of neutral. Stocks are mixed. So basically neutral, but nothing that we can really extract out of them all, right? And that means that we're just using what? Crypto, especially Bitcoin, as a thermometer to see how things go. Remember, buy the rumor, sell the news. And I think this is what's going on. The anticipation of today's results from China and the US talks. I think they're already also they're sick and tired. Same thing as we are. This got to be, I mean, time consuming, right? Going, traveling, just looking at somebody that you don't really like, right? That is also stepping on your, stepping on your toes. And I'm talking about this both ways, right? Not one way specific, both ways. And as I mentioned in the show, I believe politics is the art of eating shit without making faces, right? And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to eat shit and try not to make faces, right? Because if they do, they're going to escalate. And if any of those two wanted to escalate, they had plenty opportunities back in time. I mean, throughout just these other 2 weeks. So we know for a fact that none of those are both US, neither China wants to escalate. Yes, they show tough. They show their tough outer shell because they need to have, or they need to be in control of the narrative on their side, right? To what? To project stability, to project stability to their people. Because if you don't have stability on your people, well, taxes, businesses, and everything else doesn't come to you, so you don't have enough resources to sustain either whatever you need to sustain to prevail you or to leverage your point of contact, if that makes sense. All right. So yes, I think none of them wants that trade war. I think this is gonna be it. God, please let it be it. And I think this is an anticipation of that. So buy the rumor, right, and sell the news. Whatever happens, I think we're gonna have a retracement. So we'll see how that goes. Again, just as Alex mentioned, there is no specific point in which we are gonna be just retracing other what the technicals that he have on a smaller time frame. For me, it is going to be right now, between right now and 109. I think 109. All right. Why right now? Because we have the median right here. All right. So the median or 109. I believe it's gonna be 109. For Alex, as we have seen right now, because remember he's scalper, he's looking at smaller time frames. He's gonna be fast to change his strategy as he has more information. He already have a double top. What else you had? A swing failure pattern. I can't remember. Yeah, and
SFP, double top.
exactly. So that is enough information to try to grab a short, and that's fantastic, right? As for me, I'm gonna be trading 4 hours a daily. For me, it's time to wait. Time to wait. Let it see, and maybe try to short the news, right? So that's what I got. Let's try to go over. Let me go over some Vitalik juice, which is hashtag
Ooh.
F Ethereum.
He loves it.
It's better than orange juice, man. No,
Nothing's
just
better
kidding.
than orange juice.
The orange man's juice. What? So just kidding, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That
So that one. So looking strong, to be honest. But don't hold me accountable if we fail the support. What is it looking strong so far? For me, look at your oscillator. We should absolutely, especially now, we should be breaking through the support, and we're not. Right? We're making a little bit of rounded points. So what if, and look at that, we already have a reversal. Usually when we have a reversal, it indicates that we are likely to have that flip of the ribbon. All right, a reversal to the upside. In this case, it wasn't that accurate, but still, we dump and have that little bit of move to the upside. All right. But at this point, since we are breaking through, we already seems like we have a goose head or a little bit of a flip of the ribbon. We have a reversal. We could be having some strength. So if for some reason we're able to break through the zero line and we hold the 2,247 mark, which is if we break that, I think we're going lower. Especially because this looks like a dead cat bounce. And if that is the case, well, then I think zero is the limit. Why not zero? But we could be looking at something interesting like 1,744. Let's just look at somewhere around 2,000 and 1,700, something around those areas, right? But so far, let's not talk that bearish. We're not there yet. So last area of support, if we get there, it's gonna be holding at 2,253. All right, and that is thinking that this is a fake out and we're breaking back above the zero line right there. All right, so if that happens, I believe that we have the next leg up to the upside. Let's see how far could we maybe go. TP number one at 3,000, 3,000, let's call it 3,058. TP number two, 3,300. And then from there, just trail it up. Because I believe that at that point, yes, we're going to have a retracement. But other than that, not looking bad. It's looking strong. It's fighting the bearishness on its trend, which is fine. But if you see that breakout below the 2,241, brace yourself because we could be going a little bit lower. So how would that look like? Breaking through, going to support, retracing onto resistance, all right? And then going farther down at least to 1,600K. So that's what I got at this point on Ethereum. Let me bring up Litecoin, because Litecoin, we set up an intention trade right down here, and then on the 15 minutes, if I'm not perfect, yep, if I'm not mistaken, we tried to forecast another swing trade. 15 minutes, or what's the 4 hour? Yeah, 4 hours. Sorry about that. So it was a 4 hour. So I was expecting a breakout retest. In fact, that breakout was much higher than I was expecting. That is great because we created a double bottom, or at least a cricket bottom. But if we are able to take this previous high, and that's why we have not only an alert to do a half a position short. If we are able to short this, well, then we're going to go at least for a triple bottom. Or if we're able to break through and retest, that's going to be our entry for our long position. In fact, I was expecting that long position to enter happen a little bit faster, but I need to change it back to somewhere around here after breakout retest. Now you're seeing how those two are starting to convene one to each other. So you can do now maybe a head switch if you might be thinking on doing so. So far, we're bullish on your oscillator. As long as we keep that bullish momentum, we're close enough to that dynamic reactor that I believe there is a chance that we can break it through. Although plan A is going to be shorting it, all right? Plan A. Plan B, if it breakout retest on your retest, we re-enter. So just so you know, this is plan A. Plan B will be, oh, come on, the breakout retest of Vigo. So looking forward to it. Another one interesting is XRP. XRP did actually play out fantastic. Not only fantastic, much better of what I was anticipating from here. It went all the way down. Look at that. I mean, come on. How we did not ring that alert. How we didn't ring that alert. By the way, TP number one for me. This would have been TP number two. I completely missed the mark. So TP number two as we went back up in here. So I'm basically out. And then what happens? Take me completely out in here. What's going on? Let me just remove everything that I got in here. We have already a movement from all the way down to all the way up. What usually we look for to 1/3 to half. We already have a 1/3 here, which means we could be forming either a range or a triangular pattern. This is what we're expecting. As long as we are above the zero line, a triangular pattern or a range will be forming above dynamic reactor. That's what I want to see to then take up to the next resistance here. So if we're able to make it, I believe that we have a basically no resistance strip all the way up, unless we have an order block maybe. Well, just this rejection, this liquidation, so maybe something like that. But other than that, I don't see anything else that it's on its way. So this could be a very nice movement if we have the strength to sustain this ground as we are above the zero line. Remember, at this point, I want my prem store to jump from 5 to 6. When I see the 6, I have a much confidence on this. So XRP, oh man, hopefully we have that game playing out. So I'm gonna set a breakout alert at 2.29 and a possible entry alert somewhere around 223. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Other than that, Alex, we still have 10 more minutes. Are you looking at any altcoin maybe that is looking interesting to you?
Yeah, man, I got a couple for you guys. Just flipping through the catalog here. I've been looking at some meme coins, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's some things I think look all right, man. if we're gonna flip through, let's go and take a look. First and foremost, we always got to look at the poopy, smelly fart coin, right? I mean, that's always numero uno. I mean, we did give you guys this setup the other day. All the way down here twice did I give you guys this setup. Golden pocket zone along there, and I gave you literally to the tits here off of this long here. Then on Friday I gave you the golden pocket as well, looking for that continuation trade. This thing is breaking out aggressively. Okay, so right now you're looking for Fartcoin to retest and continue off of the highs now. Okay, so I don't know how many times I'm gonna help you get into this thing, but I'll keep doing it. I know it's my job. So we're looking at this thing here. Retest continuation. If you get it now, I mean, you've had ample opportunity. We gave it from here, and we gave it from here. Okay, so depending on how long you want to wait, it's the more dangerous it gets. Okay, so understand that is the more dangerous it will get, the longer you wait. So now, look for that retest continuation trade. Okay, Fartcoin is absolutely melting pants. Okay, melting something, whatever you're into. It's doing well. So can you get that continuation? A little bit overextended here, but that's something I would look for right around 108. Okay, see if you get that there. Pengu, I have bought this on spot. Okay. And looking for this thing to go, man. Looking for this thing to go. So Pengu, bullish pudgy penguins. Okay, you got bullish divergence down at these levels in here. Looking for continuation here. Bullish token, right? Looking for that thing to pop off and continue upwards. Okay. Looking to hold that 10 cent or that 1 cent area. Also 0.9 cent as well as that key support. But right now we're just trying to get above that full cent area. We'll see if we do get up there. Another thing I was looking at was, I believe it was Turbo. No, Popcat and Turbo. Popcat, double bottom structure here. Looking for a continuation there. Okay, another one. Looking to hold these lows, okay, at 34 cents. Can it hold the lows, right? So easy little trade setup here, even if you're swing trading, right? This is all swing trade stuff. It's not like, you know, you're giving yourself a lot of room on these trades, okay? And then Turbo. Was it Turbo? No, it wasn't Turbo. It was something else. You see, a lot of them, they have this structure here. I like this, okay? This is nice. If you get above this high, breakout, retest, continuation trade. A lot of them have that. Doge? Was it Doge? No, it was Brett. Was it Brett? Brett held that key level. That was for chart hackers. Peanut, Popcat, Turbo, Trump, Mog, Pudgy. No, I've given you everything I got. I've given you everything I got for now. Okay, so looking at those ones. FET is looking strong as well. FET AI, Singularity. You have a break in here, so you're looking for a retest as well and continuation Eddie here. So you got your massive level of volume support in here, right? So you're just looking for this back up to all-time highs for this range, okay? So look for any sort of retest to be bought up and continued. That's kind of where I'm at. And TIA's at a very, in my opinion, very decent level to buy. If you want to buy something on spot, this is kind of what I'm looking at here. Big break, looking for continuation. Needs to get really back above this 225 area, but for now, looking like very over. It's destroyed. It's destroyed. So for me, I like things that still have a half a decent narrative that are absolutely destroyed, because it's just a matter of time where we actually get some recovery. Okay, and I have alerts on the way up here for take profits. I've bought on this on spot as well if we do push up. Okay, so make a plan. Right now, a lot of altcoins are pretty cheap, and if we're gonna get a run, I mean, there's lots of opportunities. Injective might be another one that has been moving really well lately, to the upside. So maybe go and take a look at Injective. Where is it here? I have an Injective chart. It's been pushing because of decentralized finance, right? So it's a DeFi token. Mark Cuban American, right? All the checks, all the boxes have been checked. I was looking at $11.20. It came back, touched that quite perfectly. It's made a higher high right now. So for me right now, you're looking for the same thing like Bitcoin, right? We're looking for higher low continuation, right? If we're pulling fibs, we go swing low to swing high, right? Let's pull some volume in here too. Take a quick look. Yeah, so you're looking right here, 1230, possible 1230 retest, continuation back up. Let me see predictive ranges here. Money flow point of control. Yeah, you might have to front run it a little bit. We'll see. Overall, looking good though. So looking at a couple of those, maybe you guys go and check those out. And that's what I got for you as some extra sauce, man. Extra sauce.
Nice, nice. So I got just one more thing to look into really quickly. It's just gonna take me a minute, which is gonna be Link really quickly. Why are we looking at Link? Because so far Link has been facilitating the CBDC's implementation in Australia, Tokyo, and I don't remember where else. Right? We gave that news today. So Link, man, you're not doing it well. You're not making anyone a favor by facilitating CBDCs, but we'll see. The point is that I don't see a major movement on Link, so maybe it is not as in depth as the news was mentioning. Nonetheless, let's do a channel here. So let's get the channel. And what I'm going to be doing is adding an alert, trying to get somewhere along that channel, something like that. Right also where I believe the dynamic director is going to be at. I want to come and get it as we're breaking through. If it's a big body candle, my entry is going to be on red retracement to a follow-up. If it's not a big body candle, I'm going to be shorting it to previous lows. So Link, it's on my watch list for today. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Alex, want to say the goodbyes before we end up the class?
Yeah, guys, have a great Monday. It's beginning of the week, right? So look for some sort of corrective move right now and then a continuation. Trade safe out there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Bye.
Guys, thank you so much for joining. And as always, as Alex mentioned, see you guys tomorrow.